The Crow and the Falcon. In a dense forest on the edge of a great plain, there lived a clever crow named Cael. Cael was known for his sharp wit and silver-tongued nature. He loved to explore, chatter, and observe the world from the treetops. One day, while perched on a high branch, Cael spotted a magnificent falcon named Talon soaring through the sky. Talon was a regal bird of prey, renowned for his speed, grace, and unmatched hunting skills. Cael watched in awe as Talon swooped and glided effortlessly, his sharp eyes scanning the ground below for prey. The falcon's powerful wings cut through the air with precision, and his presence commanded respect. Cael, feeling a mix of admiration and envy, wondered what it would be like to fly as high and as fast as the falcon. Determined to meet Talon, Cael called out, "Greetings, mighty Talon. You fly with such grace and power. I, Cael the Crow, wish to learn from you and fly as you do." Talon, hearing the crow's voice, circled back and landed gracefully on a nearby branch. His piercing eyes studied Cael with a calm intensity. "Hello, Cael," Talon replied in a deep, steady voice. "It is rare for a crow to seek out a falcon. What do you wish to learn from me?" Cael, eager to impress, puffed out his chest. "I have seen how you soar through the sky, hunting with such skill. I want to experience the thrill of flying high and fast, to hunt with precision. Will you teach me?" Talon considered Cael's request. He respected the crow's curiosity and desire to learn, but he also knew that not all birds were suited for the life of a falcon. "Cael," Talon began, "flying as I do requires not just skill, but also a deep understanding of the wind, then the landscape, and the nature of the hunt. It is not an easy path. Are you sure you wish to pursue it?" Without hesitation, Cael nodded. "I am ready, Talon. Teach me, and I will follow your guidance." Talon agreed, and so the training began. Every day Talon and Cael flew together, with Talon teaching Cael how to read the wind currents and navigate the skies. Cael practiced diving and swooping, learning to mimic Talon's powerful movements. He tried to catch small prey, as the falcon did, but often struggled with the speed and precision required. As the days turned into weeks, Cael grew frustrated. Despite his best efforts, he could not match Talon's grace and strength. He felt clumsy and inadequate, his confidence waning. One day, after a particularly unsuccessful hunt, Cael landed on a branch, panting and disheartened. Talon landed beside him, his gaze thoughtful. "You are trying very hard, Cael," he said gently, "but you seem troubled. What is on your mind?" Cael sighed, his feathers ruffled in frustration. "I admire you, Talon. You make flying and hunting look so effortless. I thought I could do the same, but I can't. I'm just a crow, not a falcon. I'll never be as skilled as you." Talon looked at Cael with compassion. "Cael, you are right that we are different. But that does not mean one is better than the other. I fly high and fast, hunting with precision because that is my nature. You, as a crow, have your own unique strengths. You are clever, resourceful, and have a keen eye for detail. Do not lose sight of who you are trying to become someone else." Cael pondered Talon's words. He realized that he had been so focused on imitating Talon that he had forgotten his own abilities. He thought about the times he had cleverly outwitted other animals to find food, his sharp memory for hidden caches, and his talent for mimicry. The next day, Cael approached Talon with a renewed sense of self. "Talon, thank you for your lessons. While I may not fly as you do, I have learned much from you. I will embrace my own strengths and be the best crow I can be." Talon nodded approvingly. That is wise, Cael. Remember, the sky is vast and has room for all. We each have our place and purpose. Fly true to yourself. With a final farewell, Talon soared into the sky, a majestic figure against the blue expanse. Cael watched him go, feeling a sense of peace. He knew he could never match the Falcon's prowess, but he also knew that he had his own path to follow. Cael returned to his life in the forest, embracing his role as the clever crow. He used his wit and adaptability to thrive, finding joy in the small victories and the beauty of the world around him. The story of the crow and the falcon spread through the forest, becoming a tale of self-acceptance and the celebration of individuality. In the end, Cael learned that true strength comes from understanding and embracing who you are, rather than trying to become someone else. And with that knowledge, he found his own way to soar.